everybody, how are you today? We're going to try commentating this game for the first time. This is my first time commentating. If the volume is too high or too low, just let me know. My name's Paul Norris. I'm Bennett Norris's dad, and Bennett got called up for this tournament as an AP. And I've done a little bit of commentating with my either U15 AA boy, plays for the Wranglers. And sometimes it makes it a little bit easier to watch. The coverage that Dan provides is always top notch. Sometimes a little bit hard to see, and maybe you only want to watch the shifts that your kid is on or something like that. So we'll give it a shot today. If there's any comments on the commentating or things, let Dan know, and we can make adjustments as we go through. But today we're playing against the PAC, which is out of St. Albert. I think they're called the Prairie Athletic Club. Parkland Athletic Club out of St. Albert. So this is game 2 in the tournament that the CBHA Hawks U16 AA are playing up at Ness. So 10 a.m. Calgary time. Pretty foggy yesterday. A bit of snowy here this morning if you're watching from out of town. The weather's starting to turn here in Calgary, so it's turning into hockey weather again as we hit February. I think we're February today. Yeah, February 1st. Happy February 1st, everybody. So the Hawks ended up losing yesterday. They played Airdrie. They're up 2-0 after 1 and ended up losing 5-2 with an empty netter. Let's hope that empty netter doesn't come back to haunt them in any kind of goals for and against. But they gave it a good try. Had a really good first period, and then after that the game wasn't quite as good. It didn't seem to be able to get things rolling at all. But lots of effort. Hopefully the boys can put in the same effort this morning. They have 2 games today. I don't know who the second game is against, but it's later on this afternoon. As we get started here up in Northeast Calgary. There's your boys. A couple boys are out. Devin Jolly's out today with I think an injury, and Keegan Bold as a defenseman, and Keegan Bold is also out as a forward. So we're missing those boys, but gives other players the opportunity to step up. So 2 APs for today. Bennett Norris, me number 18. He's playing Cove Valley. Contact 1, and another call up is on defense. See if I see him here today. Quentin Binmore got called up yesterday, and I think he's been called up again today. So we'll get started. We got Brendan Reed with Tyson Mole at center, Connor Goodfellow on the right side with Chase Smith and Cale O'Mahony on the point. Hawks get the puck in deep. Reed picks it up on the left side. Reed drives the net. Mole's got it in the corner. Pass it back to Mahoney. Tries to get a shot on. Keeps it in. Mahoney puts it back on the net and gets a nice low shot. Available for a deflection there for Reed. Didn't quite get a stick on it, but good stop by the goaltender. So great start by the Hawks. 22 seconds into the first period. Same 5 will stay out there for the Hawks. A few people to look out for PAC is Zao McNaughton and Mason Alexis, number 19 and number 11. They're the 2 leading scorers. Here's number 11. He's one of their leading scorers, and so is 19. They average 2 points a game, so they both have about 60 points on the season. So they're actually doing quite well. Mahoney picks up the puck, brings it up close to the red line, dumps it back in. Goodfellow is going after it. They have one guy putting on pressure. One line change for the centerman as Richardson comes back on the ice. I'm trying to do double duty here, moving the camera and talking at the same time, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I do well. Goodfellow brings the puck across center ice, puts it up to Reed. Reed's still on the ice. Goodfellow's getting a line change. Reed comes up the right side. He's got Richardson with him. Puts it up in front. Josh buries it. What a play by Reed. What a play by Richardson. As Goodfellow was heading off the ice for a line change. Awesome start for the Hawks. Up 1-0. A minute 3 seconds into the first. Mentioning starting lineups, never want to forget the goaltender. We got Ethan Richardson in the pipes today. Nolan Revez had a good game yesterday. Now the second line is out for the Hawks. Not second line, but the second shift of the day is going to be Tate Bungay, number 11 on the left side. With Richardson, he stays out there with Marco Legno Lavino. I think that's his name. I'll try and get it right. Brendan Tuff on the point with Brody Pino on the right side. Great stop by Richardson as PAC gets in there a little bit deep. 14 shoots and Richardson sucks that one up. So great save by Richardson. A little bit of acrobatic save on his first shot against of the game. 18:34 left in the first. Hawks up 1-0. Dana Richardson off to my right here. She's got a nice, oh, there she is. She's got the breakfast here from Ness. A little breakfast sandwich with a hash brown. Good for her. I actually just realized I forgot to eat breakfast this morning. Tuff's coming up. He's bringing the puck up the left side. He's coming down. He's going to shoot. Tuff shoots it. Up blocker high. They get a nice rebound, but no other Hawks are driving the net. Puck gets cleared. Lytle on the ice. Now with Schneider's on his way out there too. Marco stays on the ice on the right side. We also get 1D change. There's Quentin Binmore. He is playing today, so good to see Binzy back. Schneider gets the puck up behind the net. He passes it back to the point. He hits Punu. Punu with the shot on goal. Little right pad saved by the goalie from PAC. Binmore gets it. Does a little give and go with Lake on the left side now. So we got Lake, Lytle, and Schneider. Schneider, see if he can keep it deep. He does. Jackson Lytle is one of the best in the league down low. Lytle with his big frame keeps it down. Schneider keeps it down below the goal line. The D is opened up. There's Binmore. So Binmore plays Bow Valley body contact 1 with my boy Bennett. He's had a really successful year, and he likes to pinch in like that a little bit. He's got a really good shot from the point. PAC comes on down. Lytle picks it up on the left side, tries to put it across, goes off his foot, and looks like Richardson's going to get a whistle. 17:30 left in the first. Fresh line. Tim Chak's coming out with Bennett Norris and Tyson Mole at center. So it looks like we're running 3 centers, 4 sets of wings. On the point, we got Binmore still out there with Tyler Watkins. Mole wins the draw over to Bennett. Bennett's on the left side, usually plays on the right as a right-handed shot. Watkins picks up the puck behind the goal line, puts it over to Binzy. Binzy tries to put it up for Timchak, but they weren't successful. Puck stays along the right boards. Nice little shot on net for Richardson as he starts to get warmed up and gets a feel for the puck. Puck gets dropped from Mole. Mole wins the face-off. As Aaron Kirk says hello, not realizing we're live. Hi, Aaron, how are you? Watkins gives the puck back to Binmore. Binmore puts it up to Timchak again. He kind of bobbles it along the right board. Watkins comes over in support of Binmore, and Binmore does a nice little shift to the other side to get it to support his partner. Bennett gets the puck in the corner. Nice little forecheck here by PAC. This is their top line, number 19 and number 11, so it looks like they're having some success against the Hawks so far. I don't know how they do on defense, but they're pretty tight on offense. There's one of the leading scorers for them. Puts it off the side of the net, and it looked like it went in, but it didn't. Timchak gets it again. Tries to get up, but kind of fans on it a little bit. Binmore putting pressure on number 19, the captain. Number 11 gets a little deflection. And this is the guys that we've been watching out for. Oh, Ethan Richardson gets a nice call. So Ethan knocked the net off there. And it's something that the refs have been doing. When I was a goalie way back in the day, they didn't blow that one off, blow that one down very often. But PAC had a good scoring chance, and Richardson just pushed the net off. If you do that too often, I think you'd end up getting a bit of a warning. But kind of a nice break there as PAC had a good chance from the slot. As that line with number 19 and number 11 had a really nice offensive opportunity. PAC gets the puck. They keep it on the right side. Chase Smith is now on with Cale O'Mahony. Brendan Reed's lines back on with Richie and Goodfellow on the right side. Puck's coming across to Richie. He's going to chip it up to Goodfellow. He does. He's going to dump it in deep. He actually tries to carry it across. Richardson picks it up. Oh, I forgot to move the camera. Sorry about that. Richardson comes in and dumps it off the side of the net. The PAC defenseman puts Reed on his butt a little bit, but Reed has a good forecheck. Reed now gets the puck, see if he can have the same success they had in the first shift. Oh, he tries to put it up front, back to O'Mahony. O'Mahony over to Chase Smith. He's really good from the point. He has a really nice low shot on net. Gets through, but doesn't quite go in. We have 2 guys behind the net as Goodfellow tries to give it to Richardson, but he has a stick lift. PAC comes on in. They're actually, he just sort of dumps a nice little move across the blue line, almost going offside. 21 Cruz for PAC. St. Albert may go call from now on, which sounds a little more natural. Reed's still on the ice. He picks it up on the left boards, and he does get it out. Goodfellow is still on the ice on the right side. It's a long change for those right wingers, so Goodfellow is about to get off now. Schneider's coming out with Bungay. Bungay puts it across to Schneids. He sort of misplays a little bit. Oh, but he puts a shot on net right at the goalie pads. Great play by Schneids. Not even trying to score a goal, but just putting it at the goalie. Ends up hitting his stick, and Bungay gets a chance in the middle on a nice rebound. The other forward on this line is going to be Marco. I'm going to ask Dana how to say his name. Lavigno. How do you say Marco's last name? Yeah, I'll do that. Marco Lala, which is good enough for me. We used to play with Marco and U13 AA Rangers. Oh, there you go. There's the score. Thanks, Dan. PAC's coming out. They come across center ice, and they don't dump it in, but another one of their forwards comes and picks it up and does dump it in. They get it in deep for Brendan Tuff, who's out there now with Pino. Pino gets the puck deep in the right. He's going to put it up to Marco along the boards. Makes a simple pass, which is a nice one. Marco gets it. Tries to get up. A nice forecheck by St. Albert. St. Albert now gets it in. Again, this top line out there again for St. Albert, the captain and the assistant, number 1911. I'll start using names. I don't want to talk about them too much. I want to talk about us, but I think they're going to be a little bit dangerous today. Mole's now out there with Lytle. Here comes Mole down the right side. He's got Lytle with him. He decides to shoot. Oh, good blocker save by the goalie for St. Albert. Lytle gets the puck along the left boards. He's tough to knock off. He's really good on the boards. And St. Albert ends up dumping the puck out. As you see there, you'll see a neck guard on the ice. It's been sort of an epidemic lately. A lot of neck guards are falling off, and the player has to leave the ice when that happens. Great save by Richardson on number 19 there. He kind of just shovels it toward the net. Richardson makes a nice little right pad save. St. Albert gets the puck. They try and carry it across the red, and they do dump it in a little bit. 24 tries to get it deep for him, but not so much luck. Hopefully Lytle doesn't step on that neck guard there. Mole gets it in. He's at the end of a long shift. See if he can get a line change, and he's gonna as he dumps it in deep. Jackson Lake goes in deep on the left side with Nick Timchak on the right side, and I think Mole's going to stay out there as their center. Watkins and Binmore on the point now. Here Mole gets a line change, and he's going to send out Josh Richardson. Timchak behind the net with a good little battle. We got two Hawks behind the net supporting each other. But now St. Albert carries the puck out. Can't get it out as the Hawks put pressure on him in the neutral zone. Timchak with a nice little forecheck on their D. He's relentless, and Bennett Norris comes out there and now support Josh Richardson at the same time. St. Albert comes out. Chase Smith kind of knocks up his guy. Doesn't knock him up. That's not what I meant to say. But St. Albert ends up following the play. First shot goes off Ethan Richardson. Second goes to Barry's. So it ends up being 1-1. Chase Smith made a nice play in the point, trying to take that guy out, put a little body on him, ended up getting by him, and just sort of a nice little play where they put it high up off Ethan, and then the other player came in and followed up, ended up burying it. Ethan's low catcher side. Now we've got Brady Schneider at center with Brendan Reed and Goodfellow, along with Kale and Chase in the point. Good right toe save by Ethan there as PAC is starting to put up a few shots. Goodfellow carries the puck up the right side. Schneider's busy in the neutral zone, protecting his zone. Now Schneider comes over, and he's putting pressure on number 14 for St. Albert as he comes through. Great defense by Schneider. Chips up for Goodfellow. They got a 2-on-2. Reed wants a chip pass. Goodfellow does do it, but just chips it a little bit too far. Nice forecheck by Reed. Pinu's out there with Brendan Tuff now on the point as we got a line change on the defense. Tuff and Pinu go D to D. Pinu's going to put it at the right side for Goodfellow as he's going to carry this one, and he's got room. He's got room with Schneider, and Reed's kind of staying up high as F3. Goodfellow still battling with the puck behind the net, keeping the puck down low, puts up to Brendan Tuff. Brendan gets a nice shot on the point. Good traffic in front by Reed and Schneider, but they don't manage to get a stick on that one. Tuff coming back, gets the puck out. That gets the puck past that magic blue line as St. Albert has two guys deep. Pino is going to pick up the puck behind the net. Pino brings up the left side. Reed's up high. I don't know if I had the camera on that. Hopefully I got over there in time, but a nice little play that looks like the Hawks have done before. I haven't seen them do that very much, but Reed was up high. And Pino made a beautiful bounce pass, or a bank pass off the boards. Pino must be playing a little bit of shuffleboard or pool to get that angle right. Reed had it, but just a little bit offside. Bungay back out there with Mole and Lala, along with Pino and Tuff on the point. Pino and Tuff are getting a line change. Hawks can't get across the blue line. Nice little defense there by St. Albert. Mole's now coming across. He strips number 27 to D. Here comes Bungay. Bungay comes in, flips it at the goalie, looking for a rebound, but he sucks it up in the gut. So Bungay's coming back off an injury. I think he had a shoulder injury, which he's a bit of an odd hit, and I think he was out for a couple weeks. And as I said, you can see the little toques there just in front of us, which we got, looks like Coach Chippy look-alike, Keegan Bold down there with the hair flowing out of the toque, sitting there with Devin Jollies as well. So looking forward to getting those two boys back. Marco's still out there with Mole and Bungay. Nice little deflection by Mole from a point shot by Binmore. Watkins on the point over there with Q. They pass back to the D, but ends up going past Watkins. Quinton's the last guy back, so he just gets rid of it. Bungay going up the middle, see if he dumps it in. He's going to try and carry it. He does get it deep, though. Nice little bank pass to himself. Mole's now driving the net. I don't want to be a defenseman when Mole's forechecking. Nice strip by Mole. Bungay's getting a line change. Kind of holding his arm a little bit funny. Hopefully he's okay. Lytle's coming on out as we got Marco down low. We'll just call him Marco. Nice play by Marco down low. Good support by Binmore coming on down low and gives it across to Lytle. Lytle just stands on it. Watkins with the shot from the point. Oh, almost snuck as an American leaguer on the short side there. Lytle's got the puck. He's battling down low, but he's 1-on-2, and even that's a tall task for him, pun intended, on Lytle, because he's tall. Richardson gives a nice little pass over to Binmore. Binmore goes D-to-D to Watkins. And Lytle picks it up, brings it back in his own zone. He's going to chip it across to Binmore. He does that. Binmore moves up to the middle to Richardson, who's skating with speed. Richardson dumps it in. Always a good play to get a dump in as Lytle gets a line change. Lake's now out there with Bennett Norris. Omani from the point. Can we get traffic? Bennett gets a deflection. A little lacrosse play by Bennett there, showing his Axemen days. Now he battles down low, but no success for the Hawks. But still lots of nice pressure. St. Albert gets the puck and they dump it in as Richardson comes across. His challenge is number 22. Oh, it looks like Josh is going to get a bit of a penalty. 22 skated across the line. And might have said something to Josh. Josh gave a bit of a whack. Maybe 22 needs to hang on to his stick a bit better, but you can't do that. So we're going to get our first penalty for the day. That was against the Hawks. We're going to see a kill. We got Goodfellow and Mole coming on out. Again, we're going to keep Smitty and Kale on the points. And of course, as predicted, St. Albert sends out number 19 and 11. They're two leading scorers by a country mile. 57 and 53 points each in 26 games. So those boys know how to get a few points, and I'm sure they've gotten a lot of them on the power play. 11 goes over to 7. 7 shoots it from the point. See if Goodfellow can pressure this. Oh, 11 tries a funny little move, but Goodfellow picks it up. He's got Mole with him, but he's kind of by himself. Carries it in. See if Mole follows up, but Mole does the right thing as a penalty killer and stays a little bit higher. Didn't go all the way down deep. Goodfellow continues with a nice pressure on the penalty kill. Mole's coming in and taking his role now as Goodfellow stays up a bit high. Goodfellow puts pressure on. Really nice kill by the Hawks so far, but now the St. Albert comes in on a 3-on-2. They're going to set up. Puts it back to number 7 there, D. He's going to go across to number 11 over there. Looks like that's where he likes to set up. And if I'm screwing up on the camera, I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. He puts it across to number 19. Seems like they have pretty good patience on this power play. But they need more than that as Goodfellow picks it up after a nice little hit by Mole. Lake's now out there for the second half of this penalty kill with Schneider, Tuff, and Pino on the point. 21 comes across for St. Albert. And the Hawks get out. 43 seconds left in the penalty to Richardson. 8:30 left in the first period. 1-1 tie. Tuff gets the puck. He dumps it all the way down the ice. And Schneider's going to follow up. Schneider and Lake are staying on the ice for a little bit. Schneider goes in deep, forces guy one way. Lake takes on the other. St. Albert tries to get it out, and they don't. And Brendan Tuff puts it all the way down the ice. Brandon. Brandon. And Brendan Reed. Well, I've been calling him Brendan Tuff, so sorry, Brandon. Guess I could look at the roster. Schneider comes in deep. He's out there with Timchak now. Timchak's done a lot of penalty killing. He's actually on the penalty kill on the power play. So Pino now gets the puck. He gets across the red line as the penalty's over. So Mole now comes out. He's out there with Goodfellow as a couple of the forwards get a bit of a late change. Mole picks the puck up along the left boards. Oh, nice pass by Tuff. But just missed Timchak and Goodfellow. But for some strange reason, the goalie played that. It's a weird one. Good forecheck by Goodfellow. We're seeing a little bit of a pattern there as Goodfellow likes to get in deep and play behind the goal line. We got Watkins out there on the point with Binmore. Mole tries to go across to Timchak, but it gets intercepted in the neutral zone. Mole does a diving play, but good defense by him. Now Binmore, number 6, is going to pick it up. He does a little simple pass to Timchak. Timchak puts it across to Mole. He didn't cross the red line, and for some reason the linesman didn't call that icing, so good break there by the Hawks. Binmore's on the point. He's going to try and pick it up, but Goodfellow goes down deep to Mole. Mole's going to put a nice forecheck. He's had a couple stick lifts already today, which have been successful, and he puts it down to Reed, or puts it in front to Reed. Watkins coming over on the left side. He tries to go across ice, but it gets intercepted by St. Albert. Reed's coming in now. Reed's going to just do a little chip past a good fellow. Here comes Callum across the middle. No success as it was a one-on-one battle. Chase Smith now picks up the puck. He gets stick lifted, but continues to battle and doesn't let that guy get past him. It's 2-on-1 here. Here comes Goodfellow. He's got Reed. He's got Schneider if he wants him up high too. Callum with a little delay and ends up hitting O'Mahony on the point. It went off Cale's skate there as he couldn't really control it. This is going to be icing on St. Albert. I haven't told you this yet. Hawks are in white. I'm sure you picked up on that. And St. Albert is in black. I just went and did a little bit of fact checking as I was calling PAC St. Albert. They're actually Spruce Grove, sort of same stuff, different pile. No, just kidding. I haven't been up in the Edmonton area. They got a lot of cities actually around the main city of Edmonton, like Fort Saskatchewan, St. Albert, Spruce Grove. They've got kind of, I guess, similar to Airdrie around Calgary, I guess. Now we got Schneider out there at center with Bungay on the left and Marco on the right. Cale and Chase still staying on the point together. Puck's going to stay inside. Looks like Spruce Grove ends up dumping it out and putting it out of play. 1-1, 6 minutes left in the first. They aren't doing shots here on the board, which is always nice to have, but I think shots are probably pretty even. I'd say maybe 8 apiece or 7 apiece maybe right now. Schneider pushes the puck ahead. Fools the other centerman for Spruce Grove, but doesn't get an opportunity as the puck kind of went a little bit past the net. We're going to have a good forecheck here by Bungay. Good to see Bungay back out. We had that earlier line change. I was glad to see something wasn't wrong. Cale's going to get a shot from the point. Puts up a little bit too high, and Hawks want a little bit more traffic than that. But sometimes it takes a while for that traffic to develop in front of the net. Going to get a line change for the forwards. The D's going to stay out with Cale and Chase on the point. We got Mole at center with Ben, with Norris on the right, and Lytle on the left. Lytle took a hit to the head yesterday and skated off the ice. It didn't look very good, but he actually came back toward the end of the game, so good for him. It's good to see Jackson's doing okay. Spruce Grove comes across the blue line. Lytle picks it up, gives it across to Bennett. See if Bennett's got a 1-on-2. Oh, he should have gone wide there, but he ended up trying to go up the middle. But that didn't really work out. He didn't have much support. Maybe he could have dumped it in and got it deep too. Pinu has the puck. Lytle has it on the left boards. He just chips the glass. Bennett comes up and tries to play it, but the D for Spruce Grove pinched in deep. Bennett chips it in deep for Lytle, which is always a good play. He's got Mole in the center if he can get it to him. It kind of looks like he bobbles the puck along the left side. Brandon Tuff puts it on net. It hits somebody. Mole now picks it out of the air with his hand. He gets down low. Bennett's going to, just chipped it a bit too far for Bennett, but he gets a little bit of a hit from behind. Nice pin on the boards by the D-man for Spruce Grove. He gets support in there for Lake as Lytle came off and Lake comes on. Mole's also got a line change too, and Josh Richardson is back on the ice. Bennett Norris can get a line change. He's the last forward to get off, and he comes up, and his replacement is Nick Timchak. Timchak tries to dump it in, but puck bounced on him again. Timchak's had a couple bad bounces today, where he's trying to get the puck up the wall, but hasn't really worked out, and it's going to be offside on the Hawks. 4:36 left in the first. Got Pinu on the right side, Brandon Tuff on the left. So it looks like we're running 11 forwards and 6 D today. Again, Ethan Richardson in the pipes. Spruce Groves picks up the puck. Tries to get across the middle. Hawks are doing a really good job clogging up the middle today. Spruce Grove doing everything they can just to get it past the body of white jerseys in the neutral zone, but not having much luck. Hawks are doing a really good job. Jackson Lake with a nice forecheck. He's over there with Timchak. Lakers is over there as support. He's actually a left winger playing on the right side of the ice. Super unselfish by Jackson there, getting a line change in the offensive zone. So that's a sign of a good teammate. If you're tired, a lot of guys want to play offense. He ended up getting a line change. And what happens is when you have control of the puck, the two players can generally hold it in long enough to get that extra reinforcement. And that reinforcement that came out is Brady Schneider. Schneider's out there now with Reed and Timchak. Timchak's at the end of a long shift, so he's going to need to get a line change here too. A good forecheck by Reed. Reed's had some success down below the goal line today. Timchak leaves it for him. Reed's going to the net. Tries a nice little backhand just wide. Nice little play by Brendan Reed. Pinu with a shot from the point there. Brandon Tuff decides to back up instead of moving forward in a pinch. Good choice by him. Puck goes all the way down for icing. 3:29 remaining in the first period. Nice little cheer by the Hawks mums here is lots of good effort and lots of pressure put on by White. Reed's going to stay out there with Schneider, and Callum Goodfellow replaces Timchak. Watkins, Quentin Binmore in the point. Schneider wins the draw, but Callum doesn't come in and pick up the puck. Spruce Grove picks it up instead. Binmore picks it up, he gets it in. Callum gets it across the red line and just tries to do a little chip, a little 10-foot pass to Schneider. And nice little forecheck there by Reed. Now Binmore's coming in the right side. Good covered by Callum on the point, so Binmore can stay down low. Binmore with a little backhand on net with no success. The goalie does pop out a rebound, but doesn't pop onto a Hawk stick. Goodfellow cutting off number 11 there for Spruce Grove. He's coming in deep. He's dangerous, but Ethan Richardson takes away the short side and the 5-hole. Reed's now coming down the side. He does a little chip pass for Brady Schneider. Good draw weight by Brendan if he's ever a curler. Schneider now picks up the puck. He keeps it down low again. Could have gone up high to Binmore, but decides to keep it down below the goal line where Reed was waiting for it. But the Spruce Grove defenseman picks it up. Reed with a bit of a forecheck. At the end of a long shift, him and Schneider here. Hopefully they can get off and not have to play defense. Along with Goodfellow. Watkins and Binmore are still on the ice too, so long shift for all 5 of these guys. Spruce Grove now comes out. Schneider's doing his best getting back on a back check. We did get one change, so Bungay comes out on the left side. See if Schneider and Watkins can get it up to him. Puck stays deep. Binmore going over and putting pressure on the guy in the corner, supporting Watkins, who is up near the ringette line. Goodfellow at the end of a long shift. He's a right winger, so it's a long change for him. But Brady Schneider makes a nice play, ends up putting it off the netting to get a whistle. NHL, that's a penalty. I think other leagues might be penalty. It might be penalty in AAA, I'm not sure. I know the junior leagues in the NHL, it's a penalty because it is just sort of killing time as Schneider is at the end of a long shift. Bungay out there with Mole at center and Marco on the right side. Chase Smith on the right point with Cale O'Mahony on left. Chase picks up the puck, cuts it to Bungay. We got Mole up high. He just chips it in deep. I have my hands in my pocket, so I'll move it over. To quote Alanis Morissette, I had one hand in my pocket there. Marco with good pressure on number 21 for Spruce Grove. Mole with good pressure too. And now Bungay. So lots of pressure by this line. Taking away time and space on Spruce Grove is always a good thing. Hawks lots of support for each other as Marco bumps his guy. Mole gets hit from behind. That's interference. Actually, that should have been called, and Mole ends up sort of tripping over a Spruce Grove player as he gets pushed from behind and he didn't have the puck. Chase Smith picks up the puck. He goes up the middle. He's looking for Bungay, but Bungay was coming back on a line change. Lytle comes out as his replacement. See if Mole gets about to get a line change too, so it's going to be Marco in there with Lytle. Richardson comes out high. He's going to be F3 and stay high in the slot. Lytle ends up putting it back to the point. They now have traffic in front, but one of the forwards for Spruce Grove ended up putting good pressure on Cale. Josh in front of the net again. He's our goal scorer for today, and that's where he scored from, but they couldn't quite get him the puck. Cale's chasing it. The puck isn't rolling, so good draw weight by Spruce Grove to not have the puck go past the goal line. Cale bounces it off the wall, but no success. Lytle is still a little bit high. Number 11's coming on in. Chase Smith does a good job playing him. Puts puck stick on puck and then just takes the body, so it doesn't give him much room. 30 seconds left. There goes Laker. Hey! Jackson Lake with a little fumble. I was watching the clock there for a second. Didn't see exactly what happened. Hopefully I got the camera over in time, but Jackson Lake comes in and buries a 2-1 Hawks. Down low there to end up seeing if there was an assist on. Not sure if it was or not. You can always rewind it and watch it yourself. 30 seconds left. We got Schneider out there now with Lake. Lake gets to stay on with Lytle as they just had success in the offensive zone. And we got Tuff and Kinu on the point to kill the last. People are yelling at the clock wasn't started here, so lost about 10 seconds probably, but that's okay. There's no advantage to either team. Well, unless they score with a few seconds left, and no one wants to see that. Number 19 comes on, and you don't want to give him any extra space. Good save by Ethan, so you can see why that kid's got a lot of points. See, that was good speed by him coming on down and getting an opportunity. Spruce Grove keeps it in deep. Here's that 10 seconds that we should have had run off already, so hopefully nothing bad happens in this amount of time. See what Brandon can do. And actually the clock people do a good thing, and they realize they made a mistake. As you see, there's 3 seconds left, but they just ring the buzzer, not to give anyone an unfair advantage. 2-1 Hawks after one. Good period. See you in a bit. Everybody, we're back. There's Dana giving a go Hawks at the start of the second period. 2-1 Hawks after 1. Hawks are going left to right for this period. Ethan Richardson in the net on the left side. This period is starting with Reed and Mole and Goodfellow, with Smith and O'Mahony on the point. Spruce Grove has pressure. Looks like the puck goes close to the net there. A little shot from the point, which they steer. Spruce Grove trying to stay down low. Ethan with a little left toe save. Kale just wants to get out, and he does. Reed's going to fall up. Bouncing puck there for the Spruce Grove defenseman. But he corrals it quite nicely for a bouncing puck. Still have some wet ice out there. As number 13 for Spruce Grove just takes a tumble, maybe on the wet ice. Nice right toe save there by Richardson. So Ethan's getting warmed up already. Mole puts the puck up for Reed. Reed's going to chase number 7 on a forecheck. But I think that hit Reed's stick on the wrong side of the red line, so still going to be an icing. 52 seconds into the first, we got a line change for everybody already. We're going to have Bungay out there on the left with Marco on the right and Richardson up the middle. Brody Pinu and Brandon Tuff on the point. There you see Devin Jolly's walking in front of the camera. Marco's going to come up the right side, gets across the red line, but the Spruce Grove defenseman pinches in. Richardson's going to follow it up along with Bungay, trying to get it across the blue line. Brandon Tuff picks it up. He's going to take it across the blue line himself. He gets it in deep, which is always a good play. Richardson picks up, takes a shot from a bad angle. Kind of looked like it went in. I'm surprised one of the mums didn't stand up and cheer, but it ended up sitting in the back of the net. Brody Pinu picks up the puck. He does a nice little pinch as Richardson gets a line change. Marco has the puck down low below the goal line. He's going to put it back to the point as no one's covering Tuff. Oh, good call there by the linesman to not call offside on Tuff. It was close. Nice forecheck there by Brady Schneider as Bungay and Marco are still on. They're going to need to get a line change here as the shift's getting a little bit old. Still have some time left. Marco's coming off now as here comes Bungay. So Schneider's going to be the lone forechecker. See if they can keep the puck in with fresh legs. And Schneider does a good job on the forecheck. Followed in by Jackson Lytle and now Jackson Lake. Oh, Jackson and Jackson. Never thought of that. Lytle there with a beautiful forecheck behind the net. See if he keeps it down low. He does for Lake. Lake follows him up. And Lake keeps it down low for Schneider. See if Schneider, he takes a look over his left shoulder, and he does put it back down to Lake. Lake puts it over, but doesn't quite, it hits a foot and ends up bouncing to one of the Spruce Grove players. Not only do Jackson Lake and Jackson Lytle have the same first name, they have the same initials, so funny. Schneider picks the puck up, he's bringing it down the left side, he chips it in, good draw weight, a little bit of interference run by the D-man, and Schneider puts it a bit too deep to get a shot on goal. He still carries the puck, Binmore is now in the puck with Watkins on the point, and Lytle and Lake still out there with Schneids. Lake's getting a line change, and as Spruce Grove dumps it out, it's going to be an icing, and it is. 17-18 left in the second. Dana's taking care of me here, changing the periods for me, changing the score when I forget. So, kind of like the first time your kid is going to summer camp or something, she's sitting right beside me, making sure I don't screw up. But I appreciate the support. We got Tim Chak out there now with Mole at center ice and Bennett Norris on the left side. Binmore and Watkins on the point. So a couple APs out here for the Hawks. Looks like they're getting a regular shift, which is always nice. Mole comes back in, carries puck across the blue. Bennett supports him. See if Bennett can end up getting it to Mole. He's going to try. Oh, he puts it a little bit too high. Not sure why he flipped it so high. But a good effort by the Hawks in the forecheck. Number 11 with great speed. This is the dangerous line for Spruce Grove. Number 11 comes in. Oh, and number 19 ends up burying it. That's a line. Oh, the net's off. The ref has his hand in the air. So he hasn't signaled a goal yet. The puck is in the net. So I mentioned this before. The refs are always calling this off. See if they do in this case. It didn't have much to do with the fact that the puck didn't go in, but they are discussing it for the Hawks' sake. Let's hope they do wave it off. I'm not sure who ended up taking Ethan out of the play. You can watch the replay. Hopefully it was number 11 for Spruce Grove, and he maybe ran a little bit of goalie interference. Refs are still talking in the corner. It hasn't been called a goal yet. As Dana spills a coffee mug just beside me on my wife. He's calling the other linesman over, so they want to keep talking about it. So it hasn't been called a goal yet, even though the goal is already on the scoreboard. We haven't put it on our scoreboard here. He calls it no goal. Great break by the Hawks there. And not a bad call. They call that all the time whenever the net gets pushed off. But watch the replay. I'll end up watching when I get home too. I wonder who pushed it off. If it's Spruce Grove who pushed it off, it's not a goal for sure. I think it was number 11. He might have maybe ran into Ethan, and Ethan ran into the post. You gotta like it when the refs actually don't make a quick call, when they actually do talk to each other and and try and get it right. So good for them. Good break for the Hawks as that goal comes off the scoreboard. 16:51 left in the second. Richardson over there talking along with number 19. Let me look at his name here because I keep using their names, 19 and 11. Maybe I should stop talking about the other team too. Zeo, D-Z-E-O, McNaughton is number 19, and Mason Alexis apparently number 11. But as you can see why they're dangerous. Oh, Spruce Grove thought it went in. The horn is going off, but the ref waved that one off too. I was looking at my phone. Spruce Grove with 2 bad breaks. One of the Spruce Grove, I'm still cheering. See if they can score 3 goals in the same shift. I didn't see what happened. I'm sure the camera's a bit too far away for you to see exactly, but I think at the post, ref was right on top of it and waved it off. Here's McNaughton again, Zeo there for Spruce Grove, getting some nice pressure. You wonder how 2 kids who are averaging 2 points a game don't make AAA. But I don't know, maybe they're too small, or maybe they grew a lot. Maybe they have bad attitudes, who knows. We got Smith out there now with O'Mahony on the point, with Richardson and Reed and Goodfellow. O'Mahony picks up the puck. Spruce Grove putting on a lot of pressure here in this period so far, kind of dominating the period so far. I don't think the Hawks have had a shot yet. They had one time when they were a bit deep. 18 gets the puck. Hawks parents getting a little flustered with the lack of production there by the Hawks so far, but Goodfellow again with a nice forecheck. Reed takes a little bit of body. Now Richardson picks up the puck. He actually didn't get across the red line, but they're not calling it an icing. Maybe should have been. Josh maybe could have taken a couple extra steps there, but good call. Oh, Reed tries to put it out front for Schneider, they made the line change. Marco's still out there, but Reed now gets off. Bungay comes on instead. Marco playing the puck along the left side. He's the last guy to get a line change on the forwards. And we have Pinu and Tuff out there in the point now. Got some 4 fresh bodies for the Hawks. When you're fresh, you usually keep the forecheck going for quite a while. Oh, Schneider puts it up front for Marco. Marco puts it to the low right side. The goalie ends up making a right toe save on Marco. Nice play by the Hawks. Fresh bodies get new opportunities. Spruce Grove doesn't like the action there, so the goalie ends up freezing it. Sports is ups and downs, and the Hawks had about 2 or 3 minutes of down there, and then the last 30 seconds has been a lot of positives. So great forecheck by the boys down low. Schneider's Goodfellow and Bungay get a nice opportunity. Now we've got Jackson Lytle on the left, Jackson Lytle on the left, Jackson Lake on the right. Lake goes in behind the net, puts it out to Lytle, but just goes under his stick. Tyson Mole at center, again with Pinu and Tuff on the point. Jackson Lytle picks it up down below the net. He keeps it there. Oh, and Mold goes down, tries to pass it up front, but just rolls off the tip of the stick. Lake up high in a good spot away from the D. Lake's got a bit of a rocket. He had a nice goal already today. He's got our 2nd goal of the game. Nice little shot just over the goalie's blocker pad as he busted down the right wing. Mole is always a good forechecker. He's got lots of pressure. He's so good with his body. He just leans on the opposition, and it makes it tough for them to get the puck away from him because he's a strong kid. My son Bennett gets to play lacrosse with Tyson Mole, so you think he's tough in hockey, you should see him in lacrosse. He's mean. Appropriately mean. Tuff now picks up the puck. He's carrying it in. The D-man stepped up on him, so good for Tuff to avoid a check there. Hawks just get it in deep and get actually a full line change. They get all 5. Bennett Norris out there, number 18, one of the APs today. He's out there with Timchak and Richardson. Timchak comes to the net. Oh, Timchak with a nice little move behind the net. He had Bennett in front, but decided to take it back down low instead. Timchak now keeping the puck. Richardson up high. See if he can hit the far D. He does. He hits Quinton. Quinton had a really good scoring opportunity yesterday, but fired a field goal over the net. Bennett's now on the left side. He puts it in down low, looking for Richardson. Richardson gets his stick flipped, gets up, but ends up catching it in the air, which is a nice little play by him. He actually got a penalty earlier in the game for whacking someone's stick, and now he just had the same thing happen to him, but no call. Here goes Richardson. He's skating with Timchak. Richardson coming up the left side. Bennett Norris getting a line change, so Goodfellow's coming on out. See if Timchak can hit Goodfellow. Goodfellow does the single beaver tail, hoping to get a pass. Goodfellow carries it, trying to toe drag. Hawks on a line change. Timchak's the lone guy who needs to get a line change now, as Brady Schneider comes out in replacement of Josh Richardson. Binmore and Watkins still on the point, as Spruce Grove tries to bring it out. 13:02 left in the second, still 2-1 Hawks. So not sure exactly what happened on that second no goal there, but Spruce Grove kind of looked like they almost scored 2 goals in about 2 seconds. Neither of them counted, so sometimes in the game of hockey you need breaks. Maybe the Hawks got a couple breaks there. Brendan Reed comes out to replace Timchak. He's still playing along Goodfellow and Schneider. Reed tries to get it in deep, but gets stick lifted. Not much of a forecheck there by the Hawks, as the Spruce Grove was in a bit of control, so they kind of decide to skate back instead. Reed comes in as F1, Callum is F2, and Schneider replacing Chase Smith as he decides to pinch in. This can be a one-on-one on Cale Mon. He plays it well, gets his foot in the way. Big size 9 probably. Brady Schneider now picks up. He tries to go cross ice to Reed up ice. Reed was already cleared the zone, but Spruce Grove ended up picking it off. Spruce Grove gets a chance from the right side as Richardson slides across in a butterfly and he backhands it wide. Spruce Grove now puts it wide again. This is number 11 out there. Good speed on that kid. Nice hands too. Goodfellow up high. We got Schneider going in with Goodfellow. Schneider's probably going to shoot from there. He tries, he fans on it. Goodfellow up high. Now Reed's out there too. Reed is good at staying up high. He's actually playing a few different spots today. He's down low behind the goal line. He stays up high. Brendan Reed, I think, is the leading point getter for the Hawks this season. He passes it out front. You can see why he's the leading point getter. He puts it right on Callum Goodfellow's tape. He buries it at the net, but doesn't quite go in the net. Gets stopped by the goalie. Brandon Tough out there with Brody Pinu, rocking those 6D. Tough puts it across to Pinu, but takes a bit of a bounce off the board. So up to number 11 in front. Good save by Reethan. He picks up his own rebound. 11 scores for Spruce Grove to make it 2-2. Left in the second. It's a pretty even game. Kind of up and down both ways. There's sort of action going both ways at different times. As you can see, the Hawks will be in the Spruce Grove end for 2 or 3 minutes, and Spruce Grove just kind of pushes right back. We got Marco out there with Mole and Bungay. And Quentin Binmore and Watkins on the point. Binmore chips it up to Bungay, chips up a bit high, takes off the shin pad. Now Bungay comes over to Marco. Marco scuts up the red line, see if he does dump it in deep. It's a little bit of a battle here, which you can't really see, but it's right in front of us here. Maybe tilt the camera for you, but I don't want to start doing that. Binmore picks up the puck behind the net. He puts it up to Bungay. It ends up going through his legs all the way to the point for Spruce Grove. They get it in deep. Watkins playing it deep in the left side. He tries to get out for Mole, who is past the blue line along with Bungay, but doesn't quite get out. Now it does. Mole's carrying it up. He gets through the neutral zone, but Spruce Grove just ends up dumping it right back in. Oh, 24 for Spruce Grove. Gets an opportunity and put it off the post to the crossbar there on Richardson. Nice little rocket there by number 24, Everett. Binmore now has the puck. He just rings it across to Marco. He's sitting on the left side boards, on the right wing boards by himself. Puck comes all the way out, gives guys a chance for a line change. Tyson Mole up really high. Binmore tries to get it to him. As you see, he's up here by himself. He's going to wait. He's going to delay. Gives it up to Marco. See if Marco can go back door. Oh, he tries for Bungay, but just out of Bungay's reach. Bungay down low with Marco in front. Richardson comes out and replaces Mole. And Richardson just tries to dump it back in. Chase and Cale there on the point. Cale doing a nice job defending. Richardson now cut the right side. He's got an opportunity. It's one-on-one. Richardson with speed kind of bobbles the puck and he follows up his own rebound. He tries, but the D-man ends up taking him out of the play. Now the two Jacksons are out there with Richardson as we got a full line change on forward. Number 24 for, that's going to be hopefully a boarding, not a hit from behind on Cale. And then things start to kind of get a bit more action there as Lytle comes in and defends his teammate. It's going to be hopefully just 2 minutes on Cale here, but a bit of a hit that didn't work out the way he wanted. Not a dirty player at all. He is going to get a boarding call. You can watch the replay if you want, see if the boy turned on him or not, but good that the kid from Spruce Grove bounces right back up and he's okay. Hawks are going to be shorthanded for 2 minutes. 2-2, 9:51 here in the second. Not sure who's playing the music here today, but little I'm a Believer. I think it's the Mamas and the Papas. Fact check me on that. Schneider coming out with Mole, with Pinu and Tough on the point. Mole wins the draw. He gets it. Oh, he actually turns and just fires right back up. So nice play by Tyson Mole there. Made fun of Jody Mole earlier on. She gave a big cheer when Spruce Grove scored, thinking that it was the wrong team, but that's okay. Jody's a super fan for sure. Here comes Spruce Grove. They have their two leading scorers back out there on the ice. But Tyson Mole, one of the Hawks' leading scorers, is coming out. He's chasing the D. Good pressure by Molesy. And we're going to get a line change by Schneitz. Lights comes out in his place. Now Mole stays out. Jackson Lytle comes out for So the second half of this penalty kill. Schneider just had a quick little 30-second shift. It's always good to rotate through the lines when you're killing a penalty. It takes a lot of energy. Spruce Grove now gets it back to the point. Jackson Lytle picks it up, and he's one of the fastest skaters on the team. He's going to come down deep. And he's going to beat his D-man. No one wants to do that. Here comes Jackson. See what he does with it. He's probably just going to keep it down low, which he does. See if he can hit the other Jackson. He's got Laker in front. He takes a hit from behind. Oh, and Jackson Lytle with a beautiful forecheck ends up drawing a penalty. Probably going to be the exact same call that was just called against Kale Mahoney. It is. It's going to be a boarding call. It wasn't a hit from behind either. But Jackson Lytle 100% created that play by himself. We played Jackson a lot. We knew he wasn't going to try and score. He was just going to try and take time off the clock, pin the puck up against the boards, and Spruce Grove kind of hits him a bit awkwardly. Ends up taking a 2-minute penalty. So 58 seconds left in the Hawks penalty to, they have number 13 on there. It's not. It's number 3. And 2 minutes left now, with 9 minutes left in the second period. 4 on 4. Good fellow out there with Richardson, Smith and Waddy on the point. Nice forecheck by Goodfellow. Josh follows up. Number 9 for Spruce Grove just gets it in deep with number 14 following. So these two teams are pretty evenly matched. Spruce Grove in the standings is 15-7, so I think they're third in their division up north. They've been having a good season. And the Hawks have almost an identical record. They're like 12-7 and 4 or something like that. So these two teams, we knew it'd be a close game. Dan thinks Spruce Grove won their game yesterday. The Hawks didn't. So it's a 6-team tournament. Hawks want to get in the top 4 to make the playoffs. So got to win at some point to get in that top 4. Again, don't really want to go to a tiebreaker, especially with that empty netter that the Hawks let in yesterday. I was actually kind of thinking as soon as it was, because the Hawks are down by 2, even there's about 20 or 30 seconds left, I thought maybe they should take that player off the ice and put the goalie back in. You can do that on the fly, but that's not something that happens very often. Pinu now has the point over to Tuff. Tuff is going to take a shot, but just sort of fumbles it a little bit. Back to Pinu in the middle. Pinu puts it over to Reed. He tries a run to Ovechkin style. See if Pinu can catch his guy. 22 for Spruce Grove. Has a break. Ethan Richardson way out of his crease. Stands tall as Spruce Grove player shoots it. If he had more time, he might have deked because Ethan was so far out. Cutting down the angle. It's a good play by Ethan, but great pressure by Brody to take away that scoring opportunity. Hawks getting a full line change now. O'Mahony and Smith coming out with Schneider. And it looks like Goodfellow is halfway out. And then they send Goodfellow back to the bench. Oh, the Hawks aren't shorthanded. It's a power play now. So they send out PP1. I think even Tyson Mole didn't know that. I didn't know that either. It just expired to the second. So PP1 out here for the Hawks. I think this is the first PP of the game. So we got Schneids with Reed and Mole. Cross-ice pass from Mulder, lacrosse style. It's a bit tough to control even for a kid with lacrosse experience. So there's Smitty on the point with Kale. So just one player, so just Goodfellow is the only one who's not on the regular PP1, who's not on the ice right now. So we're rocking 2D. He likes to really pull it across the middle. He gives it back to Schneids. He misses the net by quite a bit. But he's swinging back to him, and he does keep it in. He puts it down to Reed. Reed puts it over to Schneids, but it just bounces off his shin pad. As you can see, Schneider, he likes to keep it down low, which is always a good play. He's that kind of player. Smith comes in, gets it out front. He gets a nice shot from the point, a little bit too high, and the goal ends up controlling well. 18 seconds left in the Spruce Grove penalty. Josh Richardson's going to come out and replace Brendan Reed. So we have 2 centermen. Actually, we have 3 centermen on the ice right now, which is interesting. Mole, Schneids, and Richardson. So we'll see who ends up playing center on the next shift. It's interesting. We got Smith and Mahoney. So Smitty, he's generally the quarterback of that power play. What he likes to do is he gets it on the point. You don't always need a lot of action from the point. You just need someone to get it on net and low, and hopefully the forwards are getting traffic and rebounds. So Smitty's one of the best in the league at that. Mahoney ends up picking the puck up on the left side. He's carrying it across the middle. Mole is up there high with Richardson. The penalty is now over for Spruce Grove, so we're back 5 on 5. So we'll see what the lines end up doing. As I said, they have 3 centers out there. Richardson's actually playing on the left side, and Mole's playing on the right. Mole's going to get a line change here as Spruce Grove brings it in. And Nick Timchak, haven't seen him in a while. He comes out on the ice, playing on the right side. Chase Smith holds the puck down low in the right corner. It's harder for you guys to see down there, as we're in, which side are we on? The west side of Nestor, I think. I think we're on the west side. Bennett Norris now out there with Timchak and Lytle. So Lytle's probably going to be playing some center on this shift. He had a great penalty kill, as we mentioned there the last time. This is the leading scorers here for we're going to get a penalty on Timchak there. It looks like probably a slash as he knocked a stick out of the number 19's Zao's hand for Spruce Grove. So sometimes you got to say maybe that kid should hang on to his stick a bit better, but maybe it was a bit too much of a two-hand by Timchak. 2-2 in the second, 6 minutes left in the second period. Again, pretty even game here so far. It's actually interesting. They have two APs killing a penalty. You don't see that every day, so they're just leaving that line out there. So they're rolling Lytle and Bennett Norris out there with Quentin Binmore and Waddy on the left side. Nice opportunity provided to the APs by the coaching staff. See if they can do something with it. Lytle with a nice little stick play as Spruce Grove is trying to go D to D. Lytle again, what a forechecker. You try and get the puck off him. He's going to end up taking it all the way back. What a play by Lydes. And he puts it back to Binmore over here. Binmore is probably just going to rifle it down the ice. He does. He rifles it nice and high. Binmore can shoot hard. He shoots high and hard. Bennett Norris with a forecheck there. He goes on the wrong side of the D, but still forces him to go down low. Now Lytle's made a line change. They got Mole on the ice. No ice here on Spruce Grove. Bennett's at the end of a long penalty kill, so he's going to want to get off as soon as he can. Bennett actually chips it up. He doesn't want off yet as he chips it down the ice, but now he does make a line change as Mole continues to forecheck. Great kill by Lytle and Bennett there. Mole is in down low. Bungay's staying up high. So Hawks have lots of quality penalty killers for sure as Mole's put on a clinic here. This is the way he plays, and Mole can do a lot on the ice. Scores goals, plays aggressive, lots of hits. And a heck of a penalty killer, as you can see. The ref doesn't blow the one down very often. A nice little cheer from the parents as Mole probably killed. Good solid 10 seconds down below the goal line there. Might need a line change as that's probably a little bit of UFC action up against the fence. A little bit of chirping by Mole, and the D-man's giving it right back to him. Tyson Mole never afraid to talk. And imagine he'd actually be pretty funny if you mic'd him up. It's hard to believe a lot of it, but he's a funny kid. We got Tough on the point now with Pino and Bungay and Schneids out there continuing to kill. And Schneids, just like Mole, keeps it down low. Bungay now too. Awesome penalty kill by the Hawks. This is even though you get a penalty, sometimes you can build on it. And this might be one of those. Let's hope they can kill the rest because this kill was dominant. Spruce Grove ended up passing it across. Brandon Tough tries to pull it in. Great save there by Ethan Richardson as the number 19 there, Zao, tries to get it in short side on Ethan, but takes that away. So as I mentioned right from the start, kind of talked to one of the dads for their team that Spruce Grove is having a good season. I think third place in their league. And I looked at their stats and I'm like, who are these two? And you can see that they're pretty dominant. They're lots of speed, lots of skill. I'm sure the Hawks have picked up on that already and see if they kind of do something about it. Spruce Grove goes D to D here as we still have the same penalty kill result for the Hawks. Shoot shot from the point there by number 7, doesn't get through, goes into the corner. They chip it back. Schneider's going to put pressure on the D. Oh, good stick by Schneid. See if he can do something with it. Schneid's coming down the left side. Nice defensive play. Parents want a penalty, but he didn't even fall, so that shouldn't be a penalty. Schneider ends up, Bungay comes and picks up the puck, passes across to Schneid. Nice play by the D there, not to take a penalty, but got a little bit stick on puck, but great opportunity by Schneid too. O'Mahony's now out there. We got to change nice. We got Smith and Kale. Chase Smith loses the puck in the corner. Spruce Grove ends up putting it up front. Now we got Timchak fresh out of the penalty box. Out there with Bungay and Schneid. Full change here, all three forwards for the Hawks. The D is going to stay on. So we got Mole coming out. We need 2 more forwards. Here's Marco. Here's Callum. Mole's got it on the left side. He passes up to Callum. Oh, it's bouncing. Callum comes in. Gets a nice little opportunity. I think the puck continued to bounce on him, but he corralled it. He's now driving the net. Oh my God, individual effort. Solo flex play. If you know your commercials from back in the 90s, that was the solo flex, end to end. But again, the goofball goalie, shouldn't say that, wonderful goalie for Spruce Grove knocks the net off, and the ref blows it down right away. Like I said, I was a goalie myself. That's just an easy play. If they get pressure, push the net off, the ref blows it down. It's kind of a weird call. You'd hope if the goalie does it more than a few times that they would blow that down and maybe give the goalie a delay of game penalty, but you don't see that very often. But I guess it worked out in our favor in the second period, or earlier in the second when Ethan knocked it, or the net got knocked off and it was a no goal. Take the good, you take the bad. Quentin Binmore now on the ice out there with Watkins, and Marco's still out there with Mole and Callum. Spruce Grove with a bit of pressure. Mole just tries to chip the glass, which is always a safe play. And Mole's going to hold it up against the boards himself, 1-on-2. And Mole's winning the battle. Watkins defending against Spruce Grove as he tries to carry it out, as one of the mums is yelling it's out. I wonder if you can recognize the mum voices at home. Mole kind of hits the guy a little from behind, not cheap or anything, but looks like he was just a little bit off balance. And now we got a little bit of action over here on the left side. You guys can't see it too much, but that's the Spruce Grove guy just grabbed Marco's face mask and kind of gave him a football face wash. And now Quentin Dinmore, the AP, comes in there. And they're actually kind of throwing a few. The Spruce Grove guy's helmet is off, and Quentin has now dropped his glove. Quentin took a few, but he was just defending Marco. The guy grabbed his face mask and kind of ragdolled him a little bit. So good for Q. You don't really want to drop your gloves because that's a few extra minutes. But the Spruce Grove kid is still kind of wrestling the refs here a little bit. Quentin, as I said, he plays Bow Valley Body Contact 1, and he came in to defend one of his teammates this year. And as everyone knows, in U18, there's 3 years of U18. He ended up kind of dropping him with grade 12 and got a few uppercuts in there to put the grade 12 kid on his butt. As everyone kind of Googled who the other kid was, it's like, hey, a grade 10 just beat up a grade 12. See what calls end up happening. Like I said, Q did drop his gloves, so that might be part of the equation. For some reason, that glove it was supposed to go from the bench into the penalty box, but ended up on the ice. And Josh Richardson has a good little laugh. Actually, that's Josh's glove. I don't know how that happened, but Lytle's just in the little half circle here, with just skated away with a rep from Spruce Grove. Looks like Ethan Richardson's going to play a little. See who's got a better shot with the goalie from Spruce Grove. I've seen goalies do this before. Kind of fun. Ethan's a fun kid. He's like, I've had enough. So these refs again talking to each other. Want to get the call right, so good for them for discussing what's up. Nothing on the board yet. Nothing been announced. Waiting here, just like you're waiting at home. Lytle's talking to the refs. Quite often when the other team leaves first, it means that we're going to be shorthanded. And I do see Spruce Grove is sending their power play out. See if maybe get an extra 2. You'd hope that head grab would be something more than 2, because that's not very nice. Nothing up on the board yet. A few of the Hawks' dads here having a little bit of fun. Schneider's giving it to Timchak. Timchak standing above the bench. There's Timchak right there. Wants a better view of the action. Maybe they're even. There's nothing on the board yet. But the refs are talking to the Buffs coaches right now. And he doesn't seem happy. I don't know these coaches very well, but it's not the regular head coach, I think. I think it's a different gentleman who's kind of stepped in and taken the reins for the last couple of games. It's the same defensive coach who's here. But I think he's trying to get something for that when you grab Marco's face mask. So hopefully the Hawks aren't shorthanded for too long. Devin Jolly standing in front there. You know, he always likes to be part of that kind of stuff. He's never shied away from any kind of physical action.
Sounds like a couple game misconducts and we have an extra 4 minutes.
Well, Dana's got an update if she wants to come closer to the...
That's all I know.
So there's no 4 minutes on the clock yet, but Dana thinks we got 4. It might have been because it's against Quentin there for dropping the gloves. So came in and defended his teammate and your gloves on, maybe that ends up even up, but can't fault the guy for defending someone who's getting grabbed by the mask and ragdolled. So you think it would have been a little bit more even than that, but it is what it is. They continue to play the music here, even though the puck's already been dropped. So 4-minute power play here for Spruce Grove. This is a big kill for the Hawks. They're actually a bit fortunate that this power play will be broken up by the end of the period. And see what ends up happening here. So a couple game misconducts. I think Quentin and the boy that he was kind of wrestling around with both going to be gone. So someone's going to be serving Quentin's penalty. So not sure who got the game misconducts. That was me going down there to check and see what's up in the penalty box. So Quentin's down there with Tim Chak. Maybe that's why Tim Chak's dad is over there checking out the bench. Not sure why he's in there. Of course, in a league game, you can go to the AEHL website and check all that out. But we're not live on it this week because it's not a league game. Lido's out there killing with Schneider. Chase Smith on the point. Kale Mahoney. He's still in the penalty box.
Oh, okay.
Left up.
Maybe we just got him. Somebody said misconduct. They heard it, but maybe not.
Maybe just a 10 or something.
Oh, yeah.
10 makes more sense. A
Maybe not
game's pretty legit. A game's usually because of a major. So Dan is my fact checker, but I think your facts are wrong. So Spruce Grove has the puck down low. Now we got Mole out there with Schneids. Lytle did a good job in that first minute. Mole rifles it down the ice. Heck of a forecheck here by Brady Schneider. Oh, Mole's open in front. See if they get an opportunity. Oh, he gets a field goal. Puck was on its edge, though. It wasn't his fault. That thing popped up on edge on him. Nice play by Pinu to keep the puck out as he has pressure from number 14 at Spruce Grove. The first string power play for Spruce Grove is off the ice. Of course, your best penalty killer is your goalie. Ethan Richardson's a heck of a penalty killer. Looks like Kale and Chase are coming back out. Oh, the gentleman here just announced that I kind of missed. I think what they gave out is 3 fours. So I think Hawks got 2 of the 4s, and Spruce Grove got 1 of the 4s, is what I think.
Same misconduct. I didn't hear that.
Spruce Grove ends up getting the puck. This is how they scored a couple of their goals, on goofy little rebounds, kind of going to the wide side after a rebound, and there was a bit of a bounce there that went Spruce Grove's way. Haven't buried it yet. Number 11 tries to come in from the corner. No luck so far. Spruce Grove gives it back to the point. Number 11 comes in. He puts it wide across, but no one home. 19's there high in the point. That D goes D to D, but 19 was gone. Hawks again doing a good job killing with the Mahoney and Smitty out there. Bungay and Lytle back out. Here goes Lytle. Oh, Lytle decides to kind of not put pressure on, which is not a bad play. Ends up being offside on Spruce Grove. So as I mentioned, sometimes when there's a penalty at the end of a period, you don't get that momentum, and there's only 1:42 left in this penalty. So 17 seconds left in the period. Kind of hard to set up a power play at the start of the next period, so let's hope the Hawks can get there, and usually pretty easy to kill the first 30 seconds or so of that next one. So let's hope things work out for him. Amani picks up the puck. He just buries it back down. 12 seconds left in the second. A minute and a half left on Binmore's penalty. Good foul with good forecheck. He's out there with Lake now. 1 second left. The period's going to be over. I think that period, we were up 2-1 going in. It's now 2-2 at the end of 2. Good period by the Hawks. They're going to start the next period shorthanded. See you in a bit. Not sure who's playing tunes down there, but a little bit of Weezer, Island in the Sun, which is a great song for a day like today where pretty snowy and getting cold out there. If you haven't had a chance to see Weezer live, they're a really good live show. Hawks are still short-handed, minute 23 left in the PK for the Hawks, and Hawks have had a really successful PK. Just talked to a couple parents out there today to kind of get their take on so far, and something that we both shared was the PK has been really, really good. So good job by the Hawks. Lytle, actually one of the parents I just chatted said like how good Lytle's doing today and how he's dominating, and I talked to his dad a little bit and how good it is to see him back after yesterday. Just a bit of a sore neck after I think hitting his head on the glass a little bit. Oh, a nice little play by Spruce Grove to the back door. So Spruce Grove still has 50 seconds left, and they do have their PP1 out here with the two leading scores. Lytle gets the puck. Nice play by Watkins there. Nice play by Lytle to get it down. So Lytle and Mole with a good PK. Bungay and Goodfellow are going to come out for the second 40 seconds here. The last 40 seconds. Callum's going to chase this guy down. Captain for Spruce Grove. Pass it over to 21. 21's going to try and get it in a bit deep. Number 11's back door. He sets up pretty well there. I think that's where he got his goal from. So got to watch those guys back door. That's a little, if they shoot on Ethan's pads, he kicks it right to that spot. So got to be careful. Smart place to stand. Number 11 goes over to 19 here. He tries to go back door too. So you can see that Spruce Grove is setting up a bit of a back door play. But it's not going to work out here. 8 seconds left in the PK. Goodfellow is still putting on good pressure along with Bungay. Bungay gets the puck. He's going to try and chip it up. Kind of fans on in the backhand. And they're even. So the Hawks end up killing that 4-minute power play. Timchuk comes flying out of the box. I don't think he was involved in it. I think he was serving for someone else. There's that rebound again. So good save by Richardson off the face. As Jay Onright would say on TSN, that's using your face. But number 11 was going back door again. So you can see he's dangerous around that net. He's a bit of a goal scorer. And going to spots like that where you can kind of jump on opportunities, he's pretty good at it. Mole's going to come right back out again. Mole with Reed and Goodfellow. So they help kill that first part of the penalty, and they're out there with Mole, Reed, and Goodfellow, like I said, with Brandon Tuff and Pinu on the point. Pinu gets the puck, he puts it over to Tuff. See if he just gets it in deep. I think he's going to rifle it, which he does. Wet ice. We'll see if that does anything here. Mole again in his wheelhouse down low. He just chips it down to Goodfellow, and Goodfellow wasn't quite following up on it, but they're still keeping it down low, still putting pressure on. Mole follows up with a bit of a hit on the far D-man, and Spruce Grove just chips it out. He gets past Pinu, but good defensive zone coverage by Reed, and even better save by Ethan Richardson. So I want to thank the Hawks for the opportunity to do this today. I might have mentioned earlier, I forget, I'm getting old and my memory is not where it used to be, but I get to do this for my other son, Colton Norris's team, the U15 AA Wranglers. So we do interviews and we'd have a color man, a play-by-play guy, so it's kind of fun. It's like going to broadcaster fantasy camp for a little bit, except for I don't have the low wage, which is nice. So thanks for the opportunity to do this, it's fun. Bruce Grove comes in, shoots it from the from here. Spruce Grove putting on a little bit of pressure here. They're up 22. Nice shot from the left dot. So quite often when a team kills a 4-minute power play like that, they actually get a little bit of life, but that didn't happen to the Hawks there. They don't have as much life as they might want to start this period, so let's see if they can react. Lytle's out there with Lake and Goodfellow. Lytle puts it in deep, goes all the way around, and he actually chips it to himself. Watkins and Smith on the point. Schneider with a nice little forecheck down low. He gets a little bit of a push from behind, but it was right beside the ref. That's sometimes hard for the ref to see when it's like right beside him. Sometimes the parents have a better view than the ref does. He decided not to call that one. Lytle's got the puck. He puts it down low. Lake kind of loses his balance a little bit. Good. Schneider's going to go in on the right side. I got my 20 and my 10 mixed up there. Schneider continues to forecheck. The Hawks are backing off a little bit, playing a little bit safer. Puck gets in behind Smitty, or behind Watkins, but Smitty's there to defend. Smitty now takes the puck behind the net. He's putting up to Schneider. Oh, kind of under his stick a little bit, kind of in his feet. Ends up being an icing. 16:37 left in the third. Everyone's even up. Hawks down 3-2. Hawks decide to send out Marco, Bungay, and Richardson with Tough and Pino. Oh, Pino kind of fired it at the net there a little bit. It was probably going wide, but Ethan might have got a pad on it. Marco picks it up on the right side. He's a left-handed shot playing on the right wing. Bungay does his lacrosse move. He knocks it out of the air. Bungay's going toward the net. He puts it toward Richardson, and Richardson tries to go off his skate. Nice net drive by Richardson. Really nice forecheck by Tate Bungay. Spruce Grove just dumps it out. The linesman saying no ice, so Ethan's going to go out and play it. Tough has the puck. They have one forechecker on it. Tough ends up coming the other way, but he's got another forechecker coming in. That was a funny little play. Ethan went to play it, but Brandon ended up picking it up and taking it away. Marco's up a little bit too high. Kind of wants to come a little bit lower as the D just pinched right down on him. But now, like I said, a left-handed shot on the right wing, a bit of an awkward spot for him. Bungay's bringing it in on the left side. He's got Richardson up around the ringette line, and we get a defensive change, and we get Smith and Tough back out there. Josh Richardson now gets a line change for Mole as the puck is down deep in the left zone. Mole's up high. He does a single beaver tail wanting the puck. Marco ends up giving it to him. See if Mole can do something with it. Forwards are going to need a line change here. See if Bungay ends up getting off. Oh, Mole just kind of dumps it at the net, and Marco ends up getting a rebound. Nice play by the forwards to get that puck deep. Put the puck on net. Good things happen. I mentioned before, it's kind of up and down. Kids sports, even sports in general. Sometimes teams get pressure at different times, and that seems to be the case here. So the Hawks have responded well to going down 3-2. We got Bennett giving the puck over to Chase Smith. Smitty's really good at getting these pucks on net, and he does. A nice little right toe save by the goalie from Spruce Grove. Bennett's trying to back check on Alexis with a top line out there again for Spruce Grove. Actually, one of their top players. 11 and 19 are out there. A few of the parents have commented how 11 is actually a nice player. He's really fast. And I'm sure you've seen that at home too. Hawks with good pressure though with Bennett, Timchak, and Mole. And we're going to get a full line change. Quick little shift for those guys, but once you get in the third period, short shifts aren't a bad thing. But the D's going to stay out. Smith and O'Mahony. There's a high school in Saskatoon named after O'Mahony. Bishop O'Mahony High School. Fun fact. Other fun fact, Paul moved the camera. Right? Ethan does a nice little play. Ethan's really good with the puck. He does an interesting little way to play that puck and kind of off balance, but gets it into the corner. Goodfellow's he's on his left side now, so he's in a more natural position. He's got Reed on the right side. He goes cross ice to Reed. He knocks it down. Reed's always dangerous on offense. So we've got Schneider, Reed, and Goodfellow. This is kind of the power play out there with Smith and Pinu. Spruce Grove ends up carrying it out. 19 goes up to 11, and that's one way to stop 11 from scoring is to take the body. Pinu does that. 19 comes right back at Pinu. Schneider comes in and tries to back check on captain on captain. Schneider again, captain on captain. Let's see if he gives him a little shove. And then Pinu, they're kind of having a bit of a battle. 11's coming around. He's could have thought he might have done the lacrosse little Michigan play there. Schneider decides to chip it out, but the puck was kind of rolling on him. He doesn't have as much success as he wants. Puck stays in the Hawks zone. It's always harder to defend than it is to play on offense, and the Hawks have been on the ice a long time in their own zone, so his forwards indeed are getting pretty tired. Hopefully they can get off in time here. Reed's got the puck. He does do a nice play, banks up the Goodfellow. End of a shift, so you'll see if he still has enough energy. Puts a weak little backhand on that, but it ends up being a good toe save by the goalie. I don't know if he fanned on it or was going low. But nice little play by him. The ref does not call a hooking on Spruce Grove there, even though maybe it could have been. Lytle in his office down low. Kind of loses the puck. Goodfellow stays out. He needs a line change. As Reed kind of gets one here. Watkins and Pinu. Pinu's about to get a line change here too. So lots of change for the Hawks. Spruce Grove comes out, but Hawks have fresh bodies. Spruce Grove gets a shot from distance. Goes over the net. Lytle up on the left wing. Richardson in the middle. And Tough and Watkins on the point. Watkins comes over and replaces his teammate. Tough takes this spot in front of the net. And lots of Hawks in the corner kind of with a nice little board battle. Lytle on the boards where he's so big and strong. Oh, Richardson kind of takes a bit of an awkward fall. Might have cut a toe there, but the puck does get out. Richardson battling in the neutral zone. Lots of neutral zone battles here. It's kind of getting pretty physical. The ref's got something. Oh, he could have called anything, but it looks like he's deciding to call it against the Hawks. If he's calling Jackson Lake here, or who's he calling? But I actually don't know. It reminded it was. He's calling Spruce Grove. But the Hawks had the puck. Oh, he's calling both. So, okay. I think he's taking both. He's taking a Spruce Grove guy for sure. No, he's just taking a Spruce Grove kid, but that's weird because the Hawks had the puck. So, of course, whenever you touch the puck and you're getting a penalty, they put a penalty up 4 for the Hawks, but this is going to end up being 4. So, watch it at home, rewind that, or whatever you do on YouTube, but it's a 4-minute power play for the Hawks now. But again, the Hawks had control, and they were about to do something with it, so kind of odd that the ref called that down, but they'll take it. Power play went out here for the Hawks. Schneider on the point with Smitty. Mole, good fellow. Reed's up high around the red line. Mole's got the puck down low. Mole kind of swinging. You want to keep it down low in the PP, and when you keep the puck down low below the line, it opens up the D just like that. See if Schneider gets a shot. He does. Gets a little bounce. Ends up going past the net. Reed puts it across for Schneid's. Schneid's goes back to Smitty. Smitty pulls back to the net. Nice play. Here's 1T. Nice shot by Reeder. Puck kind of hopped him on a little bit, but he still got a nice quality shot away. Now Reed's up high. Smitty's down low. Smitty got some of the sickest mitts. We used to play with him in Bow Valley, and for a D-man, super sick mitts. Schneider goes across for Reed, see what he does with it, and Ovechkin's spot over there. Reed decides to go back over to Schneid's, a little bit of two-man, like Kobe and Shaq for the Lakers. Reed's staying on the left-handed shot on the right side for that one time again. But here it goes to Smitty. He's in the spot he wants to be in. Oh, that kind of nice little stop there by the goalie. Made a funny sound. Sounded like it hit the post, but it didn't. PP1's going to get off the ice here, and we're going to see PP2. No, we're not. The forwards are going to stay on. Just Schneider gets a line change. Just both the D get a line change, but the forwards stay out. Now they're going to get a change. So Goodfellow and Reeder coming off. Mole's going to stay on. So we get Lytle. So the breakout, pretty typical power play breakout there. Mole's still on the ice. He's going to put toward the net. Oh, Lytle had a stick down, but just missed him. Lytle's in a good spot. Good opportunity by Mole. Watkins has the puck. He goes cross ice to Richardson, but Richie kind of fans on a little bit. He's going for the 1T net spot too. Richie, that's a good spot to take a shot from. Never go wrong shooting the puck. And Richie had that speed and came in and tried to go shoot that one through traffic, but ended up hitting a stick and hitting the mesh. As a DJ at these games, you got to think, do you want to play music for the kids or for the parents? A little bit of Quiet Riot, I Want to Rock there. Watkins ends up coming in. I don't know what that hit. I think it hit Lytle's stick as he's going for a deflection. Ended up not going in. Watkins from the point again. Lytle gets dumped in front, which isn't easy to do. And now Bunga has the puck. Bunga's out there with Richie and Lides. Pinu and Watkins stay on the point. Nice forecheck there by Richie, and here comes Jackson Lytle back in. They put it up the middle, hits his own teammate. See if the Hawks can do something with it. They can't, but Spruce Grove ends up dumping the puck out and goes from their own bench. 10:31 left in the third. Hawks down 3-2. 1:42 left in the power play for the Hawks. PP1 comes back out here again. Richardson playing the puck. I just had to go down there and talk to my wife as the other boy plays at 12:15. That's Max Bell today, so got to make sure that we're working the penalty box. Smitty carrying the puck up. He puts it up for Goodfellow. Goodfellow's out there with Mole, Schneider, and Reed. They ring it around, which is a good play in the power play as well. Schneider ends up keeping it in as McLeod tries to get it out for Spruce Grove with no luck. 10 minutes left. Spruce Grove's probably going to go into a defensive... They're probably going to start playing more defense, especially after this penalty is over. Last 10 minutes when you're up by one, you usually just want to take one forecheck and get everything deep and clog up the neutral zone. So we'll see if they do that. Chatting with one of the dads during the break, and he thought that this team is really well coached. You can kind of see that they play some nice systems, so we'll see what system that they're playing. Reed puts it up for Mole. Mole's along the left wing, and he tries to get it in a bit deep, but Spruce Grove ends up kind of rifling. Puck goes off a skate. Chase Smith picks it up. He's going over to Brody Pino, where he's not. He stays up the wall to Goodfellow. Goodfellow does a little 10-foot pass to Schneids. Schneids is last read. Reed's trying to carry it in, but no luck, and now Moles can get a line change. Puck on net. Spruce Grove has a good forechecker, but he goes the other way for some reason, and Pinu kind of has a little bit of time. Pinu in a good battle behind the boards, but a good penalty kill by the Spruce Grove player. Marco carries it out. He's on the ice with Richardson and Bungay. Pinu carries it up along the right side, and you get 1D line change. Watkins comes out. There's a little bit of yelling there. Not sure what that was all about. That's my wife, Rochelle, there leaving the rink. She's in charge of snacks for the U15 team, so she's got to get there. Marco's on along the right boards there. Bungay still down low. And Pinu kind of fans on that one a little bit. The goalie ends up gloving it. 8:29 left in the third. Spruce Grove up 3-2. Bungay stays out there with Marco and Richardson. Tough and Kale on the point. Spruce Grove tries to carry it out. Richardson hits his player across the middle. Nice play by Josh. And if you can't tell them apart off ice, I'm looking at them. And I've known them forever. Don't Brendan. So I think the Hawks, last time the Hawks touched it, he gave Spruce Grove a penalty, but I think Josh might be getting this one. Hawks touched it. No, he's not. I don't know who's getting it. He's taking Marco. I don't think it was Marco. I don't even know really what happened there. Hope it's not 4. I didn't see how many fingers went up. They kind of give out 4s like candy sometimes, which is too bad, because 4 is supposed to be like really, really something. He did. He gave him a 4. I don't get that. 4s are supposed to be the exception, not the rule. Supposed to be like that was a really bad one, but they kind of give out 4 quite a bit. It's not a default 4. It's kind of crazy. It looked like almost a nothing play. No one really was up in arms or anything about it. So bad break for Marco there. We got Mole and Lytle. They're killing it. Tough and Kale on the point. So again, PP1 out here for Spruce Grove. If they can kill this, it's going to be a big boost for the team. Only 8 minutes left. Or who knows? Might even get a shorty. Oh, there's Mole. Did I call it? Come on, Mole. Come on, kid. Oh, nice defensive play by number 19, the captain. Oh, Mole's going to get a penalty, I think, for tripping. Oh, nice defensive play by the captain and a big roar on the back check. I think Mole ended up tripping him after he kind of cut back. I didn't really see it. I was kind of moving the camera a little bit, but see what the Hawks are made of. They got to go 5-on-3 for a really long time. Let's go Hawks. .7:27 left in the third. 3 minutes and 18 seconds left in Marco's penalty. 2 full minutes left in Tyson Moles. Jackson Lake comes out to play 5-on-3. Ethan Richardson's got to step up. He has all season. Wouldn't surprise me if he did again. Laker loses the draw, so Spruce Grove has control, but for some reason the D-man pinched all the way down low. That's a bit of an odd one. They're doing a 1-3-1, so they have the bump man in the middle. Oh, Laker bumps it out. But that number 19, he's a skilled player. Good job by Laker. Hopefully the fans can get the team into it a little bit, so we can get a little bit of momentum. Not sure what the rule is on ties here in this tournament, but you definitely don't want a loss. 21 almost tried a lacrosse play. Smitty's out there killing with Watkins. Watkins lost his stick, so that's huge. So he's kind of not very useful. No disrespect, Watkins, but when you don't have a stick on a penalty kill, holy cow, you're kind of a 5-on-2. So Hawks end up clearing the puck. Lytle comes out. He's got a big wingspan and a long stick, so he takes up a lot of passing lanes. So he's always a good penalty killer. He's out there with Pinu and Brandon. Tough. Lytle's up a little bit high. Pinu gets a chance at that. Lytle's in the backhand, and he still gets up. It's going to be a high stick on Spruce Grove. Not a penalty, but just blowing it down. So only 53 seconds left in Mole's penalty and 2:10 left in the 4-minute Marco. 6:19 left in the third, down 3-2. Thanks, to everybody at home who said they appreciated commentating today. It's always my pleasure to do it. I don't get to come out to many of the Hawks games, but a lot of the parents are passing along that you're enjoying it. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. It's fun. Lytle stays out. He's had such a strong game today. Spruce Grove comes in down the right side. PP1 is off for Spruce Grove, just their PP2. There you go, Ethan Richardson with a nice save and a big fat rebound. So you don't mind those if they're really, really big. They pop into it's like a long rebound in basketball. No one's usually there for it. So short ones that are trouble. No rebound there as he sucks it up in the gut. You kind of want your goalies to be soft sometimes, and you want them to be soft in the middle so they can suck up that puck and get no rebound. Bennett Norris out there to kill the rest of this. So good faith by the head coach and Bennett to send out an AP to kill a 5-on-3. You don't see that every day. Out there with Kale and Smitty. Bennett loses the draw but puts pressure on. Number 19 from the point, see what he ends up doing with it. He goes backdoor to 11. He called that play earlier. 11 likes backdoor. I think 19 probably gives it to him. That's why the two have so many points together. 19's down low, gives it up high. He's going to go across D to D, see if he's going to drive the net a little bit and get a shot. But again, Ethan Richardson soft in the middle. Good for you, Ethan. See if they change Bennett up to maybe get Mole out there to win a face-off. And it's going to be, actually Mole's in the penalty box, but it's going to be Mole who's going to be coming right out on the ice. So with 5 seconds left in the penalty, if the Hawks can win the face-off, they can get it deep, ring it. Sometimes Mole can maybe jump out and get a breakaway. See if, hopefully on future seeing here, and they get an opportunity to go to the penalty box. Bennett loses the face-off. Spruce Grove has the puck, so Mole's going to jump right back into the play. He comes out quick. Actually, Timchak comes out. Mole goes to the bench, so 5-on-4 now, which seems like it's always not a good thing to be shorthanded, but so much better than 5-on-3. 5 minutes, 15 seconds left. Bennett gets a line change. Callum Goodfellow comes out, so he's out there playing with Timchak. 1 minute left in Marco's 4-minute. Goodfellow with a nice forecheck. Spruce Grove out there still with his power play. Oh, Timchak almost intercepted that across the middle. Made a bit of a blocker save. Watch back door, boys. Watch back door. Good job, Ethan. Good job, Ethan. So kind of went off number 4's foot there. I think he's been a goal scorer today. A big cheer from the parents as Hawks are doing really well. Nothing wrong with the PK today. They've absolutely crushed it. Let's hope that they don't have to kill anymore and maybe they can put 1 or 2 in the net. Mole comes back out. Mole's going to get the opportunity. Gets a shot on net. Good blocker save by the goalie. Goodfellow continues to forecheck, and Mole with a really watch your stick play. A nice headman pass from 19 to 11 up there, and Kale plays him. That's Watkins actually. Watkins plays him with speed, matching speed on speed. Nice little drag there by Watkins. He's going up. He's going to get the red line. Doesn't need to. The shorthand. He can get in whenever he wants. He's still going deep. He kicks it across. Oh, he's hoping Mole's going to drive the net there a little bit, but Mole's just a step behind. Of course, you always are in the PK. You don't want to go too deep. Pugnu out there with Watkins still. Now the Hawks are at full strength. 4 minutes left. Nice hit across the middle by Pugnu. And Ethan Richardson covers up the puck. 3:59 left in the third. Hawks down 3-2. Let's hope for one. Sending out a couple centers. Richardson's out there. They're going to start to mix the lines up a little bit. We've got Bungay out there with Schneider and Richardson. Bungay's putting pressure on the D. See if he can get a turnover. Nice pressure. Schneider follows him up. Tough out there with Smitty. So that's not a combination we see very often. So mixing up the lines a little bit, trying to generate a little bit of offense. Hopefully they can get a forecheck and maybe draw a penalty. Nice back check by Josh. He's always had an appropriate amount of body on the body checks, and he does that there too. Bungay gets the puck. He just chips up for Schneid. They have numbers if he can get passes. Oh, number 7 for Spruce Grove took a shot in the head. It was an accident. He's not in a good place. Hope that kid's okay. It was just an awkward hit. Here goes Schneider. They have 2. That D-man isn't back on the ice. Schneider's going to shoot. Oh, nice blocker save by the goalie. Bungay was driving the net. Because of that little hit that Schneider put on him in the middle of the ice. Accidental hit. They ended up being a man short for a while there, especially down a D-man. That's how they got that opportunity. Chase Smith has the puck. He's behind his own net. 3 minutes left in the third. Headman pass up. And Jody Mole gives a big compliment to Chase Smith as that was a beauty. They need to get bodies to the net, maybe get a rebound. The shots on goal are the shots they're getting from distance, and they might need a little bit more traffic and hopefully get a rebound. We got Reed out there with Goodfellow when Tyson Mole jumps back on the ice with Kale and Quentin Binmore back on the ice too. Binz is going to get it. See if he goes D to D to Kale. He does. Kale gets the puck. He goes cross ice. Worked out off a Spruce Grove stick. Oh, back over to Reed. Oh, Reed kind of trips. Unfortunate right in front of the bench, and the bench gives him a bit of a Bronx cheer. Oh, and then they should give themselves one because that's an elbow right in the head. How's that not a call? Goodness gracious. That's 4 minutes. That's so much worse than what they called before. I'm not complaining. That's just a terrible hit. Sometimes if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all, but holy cow. Shocking that wasn't called. Mole does get up, but he's not right. He's okay, but he's not perfect. Binmore comes in. He's pinching in, so we're going to have Richardson coming back on the point. Reed out there with Goodfellow. The puck does pop past the blue. The goalie's still in the net. 1:45 left. They pulled the goalie yesterday without success. Hopefully they have more success today. Oh, Brendan Reed takes one off the knee, so he needs to get off. We're going to see Lytle out there with Laker. Pinu and Richardson are still out there, and Pinu's out there playing with Tough. Tough plays the puck, kind of mishandles it. Alexis, one of their leading scorers, he's up forecheck. Timchak tries to chip it out. I think he's calling too many men. I didn't see it. I didn't see that, but they're calling too many men. That's unfortunate. Must have just been a long line change. That's unfortunate. Not sure who popped up on the ice. It doesn't really matter. It's a team call. So we're going to get Lytle and Lake out there. Chase Smith and Watkins on the point. 1:25 left. Brandon Tuff's going to serve it. Doesn't mean he did it. Just needed somebody off the ice. Lytle loses the face-off. Spruce Grove controls it. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Smitty gets the puck. He's going to race over along with Laker, and he gets it on his back, and it does get out. So nice little play there by Smitty. Smitty, of course, is Chase Smith. Known him since he was in Timbits. Smitty has the puck. Parents were yelling there a bit. Not sure if they're yelling for the clock to start or whatever, but Hawks need as much time as they can get. Lytle with a good forecheck. You see if you can get to Mole. Lytle puts a hit on the guy behind the net, and Mole's going to pick up the puck. See if they're going to pull the goalie. They haven't yet. They have control down low. You hope they pull him just to get the 5-on-5, but Ethan's still standing in his crease. Maybe they won't. Maybe it's a goals for and against thing, but we'll see. Lytle comes off the ice after a heck of a shift, getting it down low here. Schneids with Mole. Ethan's pointing to the bench, but no action from the coaches yet. Ethan's still looking at the bench, but nothing. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Oh, Ethan tries to cover it. Oh, that's unfortunate now. With only 16 seconds left. Spruce Grove's on the... They're just going to dump it back. We got Mole playing up high. See if he can do something. He can't. 10 seconds left. Schneider has the puck along the boards. And Spruce Grove ends up dumping it in. Tough loss for the Hawks. They deserve better. They played well today. Spruce Grove just scored one more. Another game later on this afternoon. They're going to have two different APs. They're going to have Arlo Thiessen, a U15 AA coming up from the Hawks, and Ethan Connell coming up from the U15 AA Wranglers. So Bennett's not going to be playing this afternoon, so I won't be here. But thanks for the opportunity, everybody. Thanks, Dana.
You want to stay for the player